Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Checking out another flashlight from the good folks at Nitecore. Very thankful and appreciative that they sent this out to check a look out. This is the EDC33. I kind of boogered the box up a little bit. But yeah, the EDC33, 4,000 lumens coming out of this light. My goodness. It's got their Luma Shield technology. We'll definitely be talking about that here very soon. There you go. USB-C rechargeable. 4,000 milliamp hours on the battery. There you go. There's some of the kind of the specs on it. But yeah, really, really cool light, and I'm really glad they sent it out. Some things I do like about it. A couple of things I'm not crazy about. But there you go. There is the EDC33. We're going to zoom in a little bit. But just to show you what else it does come with, it comes with, obviously, you got your charging cable, you got your flashlight. It includes the clip, but the clip is already on there, as you can see. And then it does come with a lanyard. Now, in looking at the lanyard, I'm like, and I'll just show you here real quick. It's got a clip on it, but I'm like, yeah, we're not going to be able to clip this on there. Then I open the instructions, and it basically wants you to run your lanyard through here and then kind of cow's hitch it and go that route. So that's how you put the lanyard on there. And I'll even show you. There you go. They show you how to do it in the instructions there, but throw the cow's hitch on it. But overall, I am kind of digging this light. Now you're looking at 7075 T6 aluminum. You got tail switch operated. You've got this knurling going on that really does give you a pretty darn good grip on it. Like especially, you're holding it, got the clip where it kind of folds into your hand, just like so. You can operate it, obviously, if you want to hold it like so. Touch that button, look out. But another really cool feature to the EDC33 is this lockout feature. You noticed you can see the little padlock there. When it's locked out, yeah, you can't turn it on. So, that's a pretty good feature, especially when you're looking at a light that puts out 4,000 lumens. And we'll definitely talk about that in a minute, but you can see there, hot. Yes. It's not lying. There you go. Nitecore. There's some numbers. EDC33 right there. But now, obviously it's tail switch operated, like I said. Now, if we take it off, the lock function, do a good quick press. It comes on. Now, you've got six different brightness level. A full push and let go. Starts out with low. They call it ultra low, I think. Yeah, ultra low. You're looking at, 5 lumens on there? So, half press. You're going to half press. See, you got to be careful. We'll talk about that. You got low at 70. Medium at 300. High at 1700. Half press again. Oh, I guess I missed it. There you go. There's 1700. Half press, 5, 70, 300, and 1200 lumens. Now, it's got 2 other modes. It's got the search mode, which is more like a spotlight, and then you have the lumen shield mode, which is going to give you your 4,000 lumens of searchlight. Now we're going to go out. We're not going outside because it's raining cats and dogs outside, but we'll go out in the garage and I'll kind of give you an aspect of that. But if the light is either off or on, doesn't matter, you half press, and that's going to give you your search mode, your 1700 lumens, and you just let go and it goes off. Now if you full press, you got half press. Now if you full press it gets 4,000 lumens. And like I said, I was probably out in the garage, we'll be able to see it. Now, when you're in 1700 and 4,000, this area does get pretty warm. So you do have to be careful of that. Now you can see there, your button has got some good texture on it, and it's rubberized, so it's got a good feel. Another really cool feature that I do really kind of like about this light is it's rechargeable, right? Well, if you rotate that spot, that's where your charging port is. I kind of dig that. I'll be perfectly honest with you. You know, a lot of flashlights have the rubber cover over it, which is fine. It works. I'm not sure if this is as waterproof as one of those rubber covers is, but I don't know. I kind of like that feature. And obviously you can see the post where it stops you from rotating there. You know, but overall, size and characteristics, it's pretty nice as I kick the stand there. But what are you looking at? You're looking at roughly about 4.5 inches long. If you add the pocket clip, you're right at about an inch wide, maybe a little more. Don't take the pocket clip into consideration. You're just under an inch. So overall, let's get a weight on it. I didn't do that. Forgot what it weighed. Battery and all, we're weighing in at, well, we'll start in grams. 126? Okay. 126 grams or 4.5 ounces. So not too bad. This is even, it's not a bad pocket carry. This is even maybe a little bit larger than what I like to pocket carry. It's not bad. I did for a couple of days. It is a little bit large for me. It's not an overly large flashlight at all. It's just a little bit larger than I like to carry every day. Now, if you're looking for a fairly small flashlight that's going to put out a lot of light, well, then the EDC33 is going to do just that. But I'll give you a quick look. If you want to come in, if you want to spec check, you can go ahead and look at all those specs. You can read, just like I can. I want to go down in the garage and play around with this thing, so we'll be right back. Okay, now you can see we're out here in the garage. Now that is 5 lumens. Right there, out here in the garage, you know, it's not a great distance. I mean, I'm probably 12, 15 feet away from the door. So that's 5 lumens. We half press. We go up to 70, 300, and there's 1200 lumens. I mean, we got a lot of light. You can see my grill and everything over there. But I'm going to shut it off. And if I half press, that's going to give you search. Now you can see there, you've got a pretty defined beam in the search. And I'm going to let it off because I could already feel that flashlight warming up. It does get hot. Now, there's your search, right? 1700 lumens. If I fully press down, do you see how it widens out? Ooh. See? Now, I had to let it go because it was getting hot. It was getting pretty hot in my hand. So, I'm going to shut it off. There's search. You've got quite a defined beam. And there is lumen shield. Lots of flood. Now, I know this isn't as good as outside, but like I said, it's pouring outside, and, well, I don't really want to go stand in the rain. But that kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at as far as, now, I'm going to oh, now, there you go. Did you get that flash? There's off. You've got to quick press to get the light on. If you sort of half press, you get that flash. If you go slow, so it wants to give you that search mode before you get to your actual flashlight mode. So just a couple of things I wanted to point out there, but overall, it's pretty darn nice. So, all right, let's go back upstairs. So, all right, I understand the garage wasn't optimal. Like I said, it's raining cats and dogs outside, and I just really didn't want to go stand out there. But I think the white background of the garage door kind of gave you a pretty good idea of the difference between the search mode and the lumen shield mode, where it went from that more focused beam to more of a flood. I hope it did anyway. I could see it. I hope you did too. But so let's do a little bit of the pros and cons. You know, overall the size and weight is pretty good. For me, just a little bit larger than I like to carry, for sure. It's nothing too terrible. Nothing major, but that's just my opinion. Now, I really dig this lockout feature. You can lock it out. It won't turn on in your pocket. That's pretty cool. I dig that feature. I also kind of dig the rotational feature to access your charging port there. Those are two of the features that I kind of like the best. No, not to mention, it does have a really good grip. It's not super large. It is pretty comfortable in hand. The one thing I will say is if you're going to use... to put 4,000 lumens out of a flashlight this small is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but the way you have to hold the light, and I don't have overly large hands, so you can tell my hand is right there. Somebody that had a little bit larger hands, it gets hot. It really, really does. Now, it does have, let me take I want to mention this too. It does have a proximity sensor. So there, we're going to turn it on. See, we got that flash again because I didn't quite hit it quick enough to get completely past that searchlight to get to the flashlight mode. That's another... The button is pretty good. Now, I will say, there you go. You've got your charge indicators. Now, these are basically 25%. You know, 25, 50, 75, 100. So you can tell we're in between 75 and 100% charge right now. Did forget to point that out earlier. But that's a pretty cool feature too. But if we get up... Okay, are we there? There we go. The button does, you really got to get used to that button. So there we are. We're at 1200 lumens, right? It does have a proximity sensor. See, you see it shift down? It shifted. We'll go back up one more time. There you go, 1200 lumens. And there it shifted back down to 300 lumens. So that is a pretty cool feature as well. You've got that proximity sensor, so if you do get close to an object, it will kick down for you, so you're not sitting up there at 1200 lumens, generating more heat to a close object than you really need to. Probably my favorite feature overall is the lockout feature. That's probably my favorite feature of the whole light. I think that's really cool. I don't have to do a whole lot of button pushing to get that lockout feature. It's just a switch. And it's a pretty solid switch, meaning it takes a little bit of force to move it. Not a lot, but enough that I really don't think carrying it around in your pocket, it would change it a whole lot. So that's definitely nice. Overall, it's a really decent flashlight. I really like the fact that you can get 4,000 lumens out of it, but it gets hot when you do. So, you know, maybe 4,000 lumens, something that's going to generate that much heat maybe should be for a little bit larger flashlight. I know some people will probably argue that point, and that's fine. But you're not going to sit there. I know I'm not going to sit there and hold it at 4,000 lumens for very long, because it just gets too hot to do so. So, and it does kick down if it gets too hot, but if you're going to have a light that puts out, if you're going to be using that function, you're going to want it to stay in that function for a decent amount of time, I'm thinking. That's my thoughts about it. Tell me if you agree or disagree down in the comments. That's fine. Love to hear from you. But overall, it's not a bad light. It's definitely got some aspects I do like about it. It's got a couple that are a little bit more, I'm like, I don't know. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Would always, like I said, always love to hear what you guys have to say. Appreciate the comments that you do put down there, if they're nice. Gotta throw that out there. But anyway, as always, guys, greatly appreciate you. Thanks once again to Nitecore for sending out the EDC33 to check out. I really do appreciate it. So, as always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.